by waiting and worrying. Meantime, hundreds of thousands of minimum wage Missourians are getting a raise as we ring in the new year. As of today, the state's minimum wage went up to $15 an hour, or $7.50 for tipped workers. The state's joining 19 others in the country raising their minimum wages. But critics of the increase say with higher pay comes higher expenses for businesses. That could drive up prices higher for the consumers. Well, since their caucus, is in the super minority, Democratic lawmakers in Jeff City are hoping to get their own legislation to the governor's desk in 2026, and they'll have to reach across the aisle to find common ground among the GOP majority. State Senator Stephen Roberts is the Democratic assistant floor leader in the Missouri Senate. One of his main focuses this year is advancing a revitalization plan for downtown St. Louis.
I think the way St. Louis goes is the same way the entire state will go as a whole. We have so many vacant buildings that have so much potential.
Some Democratic lawmakers are calling out Missouri Governor Mike Kehoe for failing to deliver on promises that were made. The budget remains a key for all lawmakers for the first legislative session next Wednesday to mark the new year. We have more news to share with you, so don't forget to follow us on social media, where we have fun videos and interactive stories from your communities. You can see right there where to find us: X, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Also, check out our Ozarks First Plus app that you can download, as well as the Ozarks First news and weather apps. Before we head to check back in with meteorologist Matt Hefner. And Matt, we can expect some pretty calm weather, it sounds like, for the next few days.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to get some rain. That's been the pattern for so long. That's going to continue for much of this week. We're going to talk about our next opportunities of some decent rainfall, and temperatures expected to warm back up. All of that in just a couple minutes.
This is Ozarks First News at 10.
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy told him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
There I was, 16, divorced, remarried with a baby, another on the way, and I could barely read or write. Getting my high school diploma was a catalyst I needed. Now I have a bachelor's and master's, and I became a teacher. When I look at all these success stories, I could not help but think it all started by getting my high school diploma.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Love the hustle, Cliff. Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
Okay. Well, with a routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Sounds good, guys. Can I get a little space here?
Biologically, no.
Okay.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Well, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you got the year off to a great start. You have your New Year's resolutions. You're set, you're determined, you're going to get them done, and you won't kind of give up on them 2 weeks into the year. That's the problem I have so much throughout that. Let's talk about the weather. Nice weather for today. We got into the 60-degree mark, had clouds start to build back. That's a sign of a change to come. We will get colder over the next couple days. just not too bad. I don't think the bottom fully falls out. We'll get closer to that average mark, and then we'll rebound back up and stay on this warm pattern that we have just been locked into for so long. 45 degrees outside right now, expecting temperatures to get into the upper 30s for tonight. Not the worst thing in the world. Do have a chance of rain for some locations. I think most people will not see the rain, and if you do see rain for tomorrow, you're going to be wishing you saw some more. This is how it starts to shake up on radar. Is right past the Red River, you're starting to see, boom, a collection of showers just south of Oklahoma City. That is starting to move further off into the east. I think it will mostly impact central Arkansas, could start to impact northern Arkansas. And once you get north of the state line, we'll have an opportunity to see maybe some sprinkles or some annoying light showers, but anything beyond that, probably not going to be forming. We have the stationary front that's really chopping the Ozarks in half. To the north of it, we got this front that's trying to pass through. We got cold temperatures, we have clouds. That's going to remain in place. I think for most people on Friday, you're just going to see some overcast skies locked in place. It's areas that are on the south side of this front that will have an opportunity to get some light rainfall, and don't expect too much in totals, even if you do see the rain. I think most locations, we're looking for somewhere between a sprinkle to maybe a 1/10 of an inch. This is how it plays out on the hour-by-hour futurecast. Quiet for tonight, not expecting rain to really move in into the start of the day on Friday. And look where most of this is going to be focused. I think here in Springfield, we stay dry. We have a chance of a sprinkle. Anything beyond that, probably not forming. It's across northern Arkansas, maybe reaching as far north as Branson, West Plains, along Highway 60 for that morning hour on Friday. Then we push that out, and that's really our only rain chance for this weekend. Once we get past this little light shower, we will not have a decent chance of rain until next Thursday. That's about a week away. Here's the totals. I warned you it's not going to be a whole lot. Springfield, we're looking at maybe a sprinkle. I think the model's underdoing it along the state line. Some places may get about a 1/10 of an inch. That's probably a better benchmark for what you can start to shoot for. Temperatures for tonight will be warmer than 32 in most locations. Down into the south, you'll hang on to 40s, and then a slight bump down. Today we hit 60. I think tomorrow we'll try to shoot for those lower 50s with that chance of rain once again further off into the south. Coldest day all week we have to get through is Saturday, and it's not too bad. 45 degrees, that's right around the average mark. I think 44 is average for this time of the year, so maybe 1 degree above that. We'll have clouds that start to decrease throughout the day on Saturday as we warm back up on Sunday. We take the cool air on Saturday, we get that out of here, we allow the warmth to start to move back in, and this pattern is very, very similar to what we experienced during the week of Christmas. I just don't think it's going to be as intense. So record-breaking heat is the question mark, and here's the temperatures that I'm going to be forecasting once we get past this weekend. 50s for Sunday, 67 for Monday, 67 for Tuesday. We'll hang on to the 60s for Wednesday, and then we have that chance of rain that's going to start to return back on Thursday. For January, I think that's an incredible 7-day forecast. Not too cold of temperatures we have to fight through. Pretty quiet pattern as well.
At least if it's going to rain that day, which we do need the precipitation, obviously. It's not going to be a freezing rain. I mean, at 56,
Yeah.
it'd, just be feeling like maybe a fall time rain or something like that.
It's going to be a warm rain.
Yeah, that'll be nice. All right, thanks, Matt. Well, felony charges have been dismissed against a Branson duck boat captain and 2 supervisors involved in the July 2018 deadly Ride the Duck sinking on Table Rock Lake. A Stone County judge ruled that there was no probable cause in the case. The Missouri Attorney General's office had refiled the charges in April of 2022 after a judge dismissed the same charges earlier that month. 31 people were on board the watercraft when it sank during severe weather, killing 17 people. Well, texting and message scams jumped 50% in the past year. There's a new consumer report that found 18 to 29-year-olds are getting scammed at record levels at this point. The reports of scam attempts by members of Gen Z tripled. Experts say this is because of the fact that texting is their primary form of communication, and scammers have instant access to money on their phones. And to help protect consumers and their money, experts recommend not replying to unsolicited messages. You can also report suspected scams to the FTC. We have more than just news as we launch our new streaming app. It's called Ozarks First Plus. Check out this clip here from one of our new shows called The Daily Scroll.
All right, a 500-pound bear moved into this guy in Altadena, California's crawl space over Thanksgiving, and he's been there ever since.
Such a big boy.
He moved in for the winter. He's actually been causing some damage, I'm learning. But when we first talked about this, we were laughing it up, thinking this is hilarious. And I even said, I mean, he's probably going to be there for the winter. You just got to wait and see. The California Fish and Wildlife hadn't got back to him last we had heard, because I think of the holiday and stuff like that. Well, they did get back to him. They set up a trap. Okay, this is the updates. Set up a trap and caught a smaller bear nearby. Not this bear.
It's turning into some Looney Tunes nonsense.
This is just the wildest thing. I mean, this has gone viral from KTLA. I'm sorry to this homeowner, but I love this story. This guy's at a breaking point. He even said, if I kept track of everything I've tried, it would be bear 14, homeowner 0.
Looney Tunes, that's what I'm saying.
This guy is a character.
Just keeps losing.
And you can download Ozarks First Plus for your free TV on Smart TV, that is. You can find it on Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, as well as Roku.
Coming up tomorrow on Unscripted, we'll showcase another adorable animal who needs a forever home from our friends at Ozark Canine Control. And we'll show you how to sell your home fast with the right home staging from All American Home Staging and Design. See you bright and early tomorrow morning.
I'm a United States Marine. When I came home, I became angry. I had migraines and respiratory issues.
I